We just don't sell the coach, we show you how to use it. This is James Wade with Bluegrass Truck, Bus, and RV in Georgetown, Kentucky. A lot of the times, whether you're new to the Renegade brand or you're interested in purchasing a Renegade, a lot of people ask us how to operate the Firefly screen. What's its functions, what will it do, and to do a walkthrough on it. So today I wanted to do a quick video to show the functions of the Firefly and kind of walk through everything that you can do using the Firefly panel in your coach. So the floor plan we're in today is the Verona 40 VRB. You'll have a Firefly screen in the main coach portion, and you'll also have one in the bedroom as well. Now, before we get into the actual panel itself, if you are having issues and you call Firefly for help, you'll have to find sometimes the G12 module. So in different floor plans, they're in different areas, but in this one or in any other ones, if you open a cabinet door and you see this label on the outside of it, it's going to be in that area. So behind the fuses and relay boxes here is where you're going to find the G12 module and all the other Firefly parts. And this kind of gives you a rundown here of what all is behind this panel here. So now let's get to the screen itself. So on the screen here, when you're on the home function, it's going to show you you're going to have your master on and off light switches, so you can kill the power to the whole coach and turn it back on. It's going to give you different temperatures to different zones, like your front and rear, based on how warm or cool it is in the coach, and also your bay temperature if you're camping while it's really cold outside. That way you know to be able to turn on the bay heaters. You'll have your aqua hot burner turn on here, your aqua hot electric, and aqua hot preheat. It'll also show you your different tank levels for your fresh gray and black. Have the ability to turn on your water pump and your tank heater. You also get to see where your house batteries are at, your start stop for the generator, and to see whether your auto gen start is disabled or enabled. If you go to the little icon over here that's a light, you'll have all of your lights that you can turn on, whether it be in the house portion, bedroom, bath, exterior. You can see them all there. Any of the lights here that have an arrow up and down next to it are dimmable, so if you hold it, it will dim it, and then you can bring it back up to full function. One thing I like to tell customers when we're doing walkthroughs here is if you have the lights in your cargo compartments that come on with motion or when you open the door, if you click that on here, the cargo lights won't actually be on right this second, but that gives you the ability to go outside, open up a bay door, and then the light will come on. The next function here looks like a little lightning bolt. This takes you to your electrical screen. You'll be able to see a power source here telling you what kind of power you're on, whether it's 50 amp, shore, or if the generator's running. You'll also get to see what kind of power is coming in and through the transfer switch into the breaker box. It'll also tell you if your aqua hot's on, front AC's on, if the heat pump's on, and a lot of other functions in there. You also have the generator start and stop in here as well, just like you had on the home screen. You also have the auto gen settings too. So if you go into the screen here, you'll be able to set up your auto gen start. If you are, boondocking at a campground or another place in general, and you got to leave for a while, or you're just wanting to make sure that you're maintaining batteries and you're not going to kill the batteries, you have different times. You can either start it or at percentage of battery or HVAC load, and you also have the ability to change your quiet times. If you are at a campground that doesn't allow you to run generator during certain hours, you can adjust these times here so that during those quiet times, you won't have to worry about your generator coming on. The next screen here is a little thermometer. This is where you can turn on the different zones for your front and rear units. You have the cool function, the heat pump, aqua hot, and this auto down here. You can turn it on auto, low or high on fan speed. That way when it is running, it'll be able to either cool it or bring it down or warm it up quicker or at a better setting. You also have the ability to turn on your aqua hot burner here. Aqua hot burner is if you're wanting that instant water, that instant heat, you'll be able to use the burner. If it's not as cold outside and you just want to run it off the electric, you can run it off the electric too. And you have your bay controls that'll be able to change bay heat as well. So if you're in a cooler setting and want to change to where you can heat up your bays so you don't have any kind of freezing going on, you'll be able to set that in there as well. Got an icon here, it looks like a fan, and it's for the fans. So you'll be able to operate the bathroom fans from here, so you can turn them on to exhaust and it'll open them up. You can close it up and down, medium, high, and low, and you'll be able to control the fans from here as well, so you don't have to go back to the back bathroom, especially if you're on a trip. You've already got slides closed up and you realize you still got your fan running in the back. Next one is going to be for your slides and awnings. You'll see the different ones here. Obviously they have them labeled: rear slide, EQ slide, window shade. But a cool thing that Renegade does, or Firefly does, is they color code it. So if you're not 100% sure, you kind of know what you're operating based on the colors. So your EQ slide, your main house slide is in blue. Your rear slide is in green. Awning is in yellow. And then your window shade for above the cab over bunk, you can be able to retract and extend that as well. One of the last functions on here, it looks like a little gear. That's basically like your options screen. One of the first things on here, and one of the cool features I like, is the mobile app, where you can connect it to the app on your phone. That way you can monitor your coach while you're away, or if you're in one of those tight campgrounds or you have trees around you and you don't want to hit the slide while it's coming out, you can be able to be outside of the coach and extend slides and can make other controls. That way you don't have to physically be inside the coach. You got your network diagnostic screen here. There's different things in here that if you're having issues, it'll tell you what fault codes you have going on. It'll tell you the status of everything. You have your G12 outputs that will tell you if something is turned on or malfunctioning. When you're using it, it'll be lit up green. You have your inputs as well, telling you where the power is coming from. You have your air cons here that will tell you how the air conditionings are running, or if it's on heat pump, if there's any kind of fault with a freeze sensor or a coil temp. And then you have your ones for your vents as well over the bathroom toilets. It'll show you the status of it, whether it's open and closing. Like I said, if it is running, it'll be a green function. If it's a fault, it'll be red down here. Go back out to this. You also have your switch panel info. That'll tell you that if any of the switch panels if you're having issues with any of the switch panels, it'll tell you kind of an idea of what's going on wrong with it. You got your aqua hot diagnostics. That'll show you faults in here if you have a current fault, diag, and to test it. Shows you the temperature, what units you can be in, and your floor plan here. Now, if you ever have to call Firefly for any reason to get any kind of technical support, they'll probably ask you for your GUI version and your LC version down here, so you can give them those. And also, you can turn on the auto dimming function so that this automatically dims after a little while you're not using it. You can change screen brightness here. And you even have a button for cleaning mode. If you hit the cleaning mode, it'll dim the screen for 15 seconds to give you the ability to wipe this down without accidentally hitting anything and powering up anything inside the coach or extending slides or anything like that. So that's a cool version to have, especially if you like to keep everything neat and tidy. So that was basically a quick rundown of the Firefly system. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hey guys, thanks for following along on that quick 10-minute video just explaining some of the functions of the Firefly system and the abilities of it. I know it was a quick run through. I was kind of speedy, but if you have any questions about it, or you want more info, or you're having any kind of issues, feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, I'm here to help, and we'll do everything we can to get you the information you need. Thank you.